Alright, this is Cats in Camo. We are back on the range. Today we are reviewing the Heritage Rough Rider. And now, zombie cow rustlers. There are 5 of them there, varmints, behind me. This is a 6-shooter. We got 5 zombies. Goal is to knock them down. If we don't knock them down, we're at least putting one in their head. Okay? Got 6 shots, single action. Cowboy style. Uh-oh. And those guys survived.
We're cutting down the course a little bit to adapt to the lack of reload. So behind us, we've got only soda bottles and soda cans, and there's only 5 of them. So 2 bottles and then 3 cans. And hopefully I'll be able to hit them.
And if you're a good girl, I'll give you your shaving cream can again. So this is kind of a shout out to the old cowboy single action, clinking cans off of a wood fence. This is our wood fence, and our old cans are actually pressurized carbonated beverages because that's more fun.
Yeah.
Allie, we're Heritage.
Yeah.
Play nice.
It's fun. I got my mouth.
It's soda. It's a camouflage shirt. No one will notice. Ta-da!
Yay!
It's kind of anticlimactic. Really? That was your big...
help it.
And you expect to shoot a shaving cream can based on that?
Yeah.
Alright, fine. I'm sure they want to see you shoot a shaving cream can, so we'll let you. I have no idea what we're going with. Oh yeah.
Alright, we are back in the studio with our Heritage Rough Rider.
I really thought you were going to say we're back in the saddle again. But it's been a day for silliness, and let me explain why, other than the fact that we're just silly to start with. This gun is fun. I almost don't want to score it because we don't have a fun category for these. We have 8 different criteria that we're going to look at with this gun, and none of them involve just pure put a smile on your face and want to stay out at the range plinking because it's ridiculously cool. We have 8 categories. Scores are 1 through 5. We're going to start off with comfort of grip. This is a comfortable gun to hold and aim and shoot. I'm going to give it a 3.
I would have to agree where it does take a little bit getting used to. When I first picked up the gun, it did seem a little awkward, but as I fired it more, it became more comfortable. Mm-hmm. So 3 out of 5 seems like an adequate score to me.
Let's talk about the sights. It just has a front blade sight and a grooved indentation to use as rear sights to line up. These sights actually work really well. The front blade is tall and it's good enough to pick up and put on targets. I'm going to still give it a 3.
The sights on this gun for me did seem to be helpful sometimes, but not every shot that I fired went where I sighted it to. So, for, again, a cowboy gun, for not having back sights, it does seem to still be the norm or the average or what would be expected of this gun. So 3 out of 5
Absolutely.
does seem like a really good score.
Let's talk about the trigger. It's got a decent average trigger. It's a very positive feel. There's no trigger job on this. It's an inexpensive play gun. For all that it's still a real gun, but it really is designed for plinking and playing, and it's got a very good trigger for that. I'm giving it a 3.
When you actually fire the gun just, cocked and ready to go, it does do what it's supposed to do. And it's nice trigger, it's not hard to pull, so I gave it a 3 out of 5.
Perceived recoil. This gun is actually really pleasant to shoot. As a revolver, there is no slide action absorbing any recoil, but there's no vibration or anything going into your hands. You can feel that you fired the round, but it's pleasant. I actually really enjoyed this. I'm giving it a 4.
When I think of cowboy movies and cowboy guns, I almost expect it, and I got that with this gun. It's just a nice little recoil. You get that nice ranch feel to it, so I gave it a 4 out of 5.
You gave it the same score I did.
Yeah.
Actually, you've given all... Has she done the same number of bullets on everything so far? We don't normally agree on anything. Picking lunch during breaks is a fight.
I can't help it if I want to eat healthy.
Well, French fries are not healthy. Next category, let's talk about accuracy. This is pretty accurate. It's got primitive sights, but it goes where you point it. It's an accurate little gun, and I was actually pleasantly surprised. I was expecting it to be inadequate. let's just call it that. I liked how it shot. It seemed really nice. I gave it a 3 for accuracy.
I didn't actually expect the gun to hit my target every single time. I kind of expected that every once in a while you're going to miss, you're going to hear that ricochet sound. But so going into it with that mindset, it did exactly what I expected it to do. It hit the mark great sometimes, and other times it missed. But it was still fun, and I still think it met my expectations, so 3 out of 5.
You gave it the same score I did again.
Well, I can't with that.
Okay, I'm getting a little nervous now. Let's talk about ease of reload. It's a single action cowboy gun. The cylinder doesn't swing out where you can dump out the old shells and use a speed loader to drop 6 more rounds in. These have to be cranked out with the little ejector rod one at a time and reloaded one at a time. It has some difficulties when you rotate the cylinder to line up the ejection rod to spit the empty case out. It has some issues with not always lining up correctly, where it's a little more difficult than it should be. And for that reason, I'm downgrading this. I'm giving it a 2.
With what we did on the range, there was no me reloading the gun. I only got to see it happen once, and that was when he was doing it. And it did seem like it just took too much to reload this gun. It would be more of a hassle to reload this gun than to just ditch it and pull something else out. But I was expecting you to give it a 3. I gave it a 2.
Reliability. The only thing working against it is the fact that it is a 22 long rifle, and 22 rimfire cartridges are less reliable than primer fired ammunition. So there's going to be a few light strikes and a few that just don't go off. And for that, this gun worked just fine. Everything functioned clean. It worked the way it was supposed to, so I'm going to give it a 3.
When it comes to reliability, I mean, you have expectations, again, that it's going to go bang, and it did. And it's a 3 value.
Let's try the last one. This is ease of maintenance, cleaning the gun. It's not great, but it works clean the way it's supposed to if you take your time and make the motions where you're paying attention to what you're doing. It works clean every time. I'm going to give it a 3.
There was one thing that I wasn't necessarily expecting when it came to taking it apart and putting it back together, and that was that rod that's kind of in the barrel. But seeing its use and seeing, the purpose of it, it makes sense. So it seems to do exactly what it's supposed to do, and it seems easy. It doesn't seem too complicated once you know what to do.
Right.
It's a revolver. So 3 out of 5.
I think we did the exact same score all the way through.
Like, identical. Like,
well, my score added up is also, it's 24.
yeah, that's what mine comes out to, too.
That's probably a good thing since we were the same on all 8. It'd be weird if we got different numbers. There are 2 factors here that we don't score. One is the fact that it's MSRP, the manufacturer's suggested retail price, is $194.
Oh, wow.
I have seen this gun in gun shops for $150.
That's not
Even
bad.
less sometimes at Christmas, holidays and stuff, where this goes on sale. The second is the fun factor. It may have gotten 24 bullets, but it got 2 thumbs way up.
Well, that's all the time that we have for today, guys. Thank you so much for stopping by. And if you enjoyed this video, point those crosshairs at the like button down below. And stay tuned for more reviews coming soon. See you then.